What's up, Freighters? It's CM Frey, and I would like to welcome you to the 7th episode of King's Raid Masterclass. Today, we will be discussing how to improve your gear via Reforging, Awakening, Option and Gear Enhancement, as well as Enchanting and Runes. So let's get started. In the last episode, we learned that each piece of gear has a set of 4 statistics called options. And after completing some dragon raids, I have finally found a decent piece of gear. It's almost perfect, but what do I do if I don't like one of the options? If you would like to change one of the options, you can do so by reforging it. Please be aware that the new option will be random. However, you can select which option you'd like to keep, either the previous option or the new option. For example, I'm trying to build my Lavrel with as many crit damage options as I can. That's why I equipped her with a lava gear set, as it provides a set option of crit damage. The lava earrings that I've equipped to Lavrel already have 2 crit damage options. I'd ideally like to have 4 crit damage options, but to be honest, it can be very difficult to get 3 or 4 of the same option on one item. That's why I'm going to settle for now and choose one of the options to reforge. I like the MP recovery per second option more than the defense option, since Lavrel will still require mana to use her skills. So I will change the defense option. It's important to note that you should really carefully choose which option you would like to reforge, because once you select an option to reforge, you cannot change the other 3 options ever. Dun dun dun! I obtained a Reforge coupon from the guild shop, which will allow me to reforge one option at no cost. So here we go, come on Jin! I was hoping for crit damage. Well, I prefer defense over M-dodge, so I'll stick with the original option. But I have one more Reforge ticket, so let's try again. Here we go. No crit damage again, but that's the name of the game. Anyway, you can see the defense option has been changed to attack speed, and the font color has changed to turquoise. This indicates which option we can reforge from now on. I could use rubies to try again, but I will wait until I get another Reforge ticket. If you do choose to reforge an option using rubies, please note that the cost of rubies will increase with each reforge attempt. I would like to note that while most gear in King's Raid can only have one option reforged, unique treasures are a little bit special in that they can have both of their additional options reforged. Next, let's talk about option enhancement. Do you see the numbers next to the options on this piece of gear? These numbers are also allotted to the piece of gear at random. However, we can improve these numbers through a process known as option enhancement. Option enhancement requires 2 resources: gold and magic powder. You can obtain magic powder by grinding any gear that you don't need. Let me show you an example of option enhancement. I really like the Swift Darkness ring for my Neuraxis. It has 2 attack speed options, which will help with mana recovery, and it also has defensive statistics like block and CC resist. You can see I reforged one option previously, but I don't think I'll change it from now on. I like this block statistic. I use Neuraxis in a lot of content, so I think it's worth enhancing the options for this piece of gear. Right now, the attack speed statistics are at 70 and 75% respectively, block is 85, and CC resist is 70. This piece of gear came with these statistics, and you can view the maximum possible numbers to the very right. All are 120. You can click Max Option Enhancement regardless of if you have enough magic powder or gold. It will consume all the necessary resources you have to enhance the options. If you don't want to go all out, however, you can always click the Option Enhancement button as many times as you'd like to increase the option one by one. Randomly, of course. Well, there we go. My Neuraxis is a little bit stronger. Oh yeah. Anyway, option enhancement is not cheap. That's why I recommend reforging a piece of gear until you're satisfied with it, and then performing option enhancement. That way, you won't waste any magic powder or gold. That's not the only way we can make our gear stronger. Just like how we can perform option enhancement, we can also increase the number of the fixed statistic on a piece of gear through a process known as gear enhancement. We can enhance gear with a simple click of a button by consuming gold, which will increase the item's fixed statistic. For example, this piece of gear has a fixed stat of M defense at 5,329, and after enhancing it to the maximum level, it now has 17,052 as an M defense stat. Nice. The higher the grade of gear, the higher the max enhancement level. For example, legendary gear can be enhanced up to level 20. However, unique weapons and unique treasures can be enhanced up to that hero's current level. That means if a hero is level 30, the unique treasure and unique weapon can be enhanced up to level 30. However, if a hero reaches the max level of level 90, the unique weapon and unique treasures can be enhanced up to level 90. Next, let's talk about a process called awakening. Awakening will also improve a gear's fixed statistic. All gear, including unique weapons, unique treasures, and artifacts, can be awakened to a maximum of 5 stars. But how do we awaken a piece of gear? Well, we can do that by consuming other gear. Please note that the gear consumed must be identical gear from the same set and the same tier. For example, I cannot use an orb to awaken a shield. Likewise, I cannot use a frost shield to awaken a fire shield. And lastly, I cannot use a tier 7 fire shield to awaken a tier 8 fire shield. Well, I think the awakening process is best explained through an example, so let's take a look. You can see this piece of gear has no stars. In order to increase its strength, I want to awaken this item to 1 star. To do that, it will require an identical 0-star item. However, the options on the piece of gear don't have to match, so don't worry about that. You can see here that the chance of awakening to 1 star is 100%, and this will always be the case when awakening to 1 star. However, what if I now want to awaken my gear to 2 stars? If I consume another piece of gear that's already been awakened to 1 star, this will also result in a 100% chance of awakening the gear. However, I can try to awaken a gear to 2 stars by using a 0-star item. The success rate will be 50%. I could even use a 0-star item to try to awaken a piece of gear to 5 stars. It really depends on the risk you're willing to take. Will you wait until you have 100%, 75%, 50%, 25%, or even 1%? It's really up to you. Well, I think the process of awakening will be best explained by example, so let's try to awaken this 3-star orb to 4 stars. All right, here we go. I have a 2-star orb that I won't ever use for any of my heroes. This will grant me a 50% chance of awakening my desired orb to 4 stars, because 2 stars is 50% of 4 stars, right? You can see I have a failure bonus here, which actually means that I've tried to awaken this orb to 4 stars in the past and failed. Well, I have a 61% chance of success. It sounds pretty good to me, so let's try. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Well, let's try again. I'll use another 2-star orb to try to awaken it. Since I failed last time, I have an even better failure bonus. A 77% chance of success. That sounds even better. Yahoo! My Celica now has higher HP. But should we try to awaken this orb to 5 stars now? It failed. I really just wanted my Celica to be bad. It failed! I can't believe this. This is a happened again. Sorry about that. It happens to the best of us, as you probably know. But you know, don't give up. It's important that to keep faith, and we can always try again. Anyway, I have seen a lot of great guides on the King's Raid community to the best strategies for awakening, so be sure to check those out. Well, we are still not done strengthening our gear. We can also add another additional option through a process called Enchanting. By clearing Dragon Raids and other King's Raid content, you'll have a chance to acquire an item known as Enchant Scrolls. There are 4 sets of Enchant Scrolls, which include Flame, Frost, Poison, and Darkness Enchant Scrolls. Do you know what else there's 4 of? Dragons, of course! So, the Flame Enchant Scroll will drop when clearing a Fire Dragon Raid, a Frost Enchant Scroll will drop when clearing a Frost Dragon Raid, a Poison Enchant Scroll will drop when clearing a Poison Dragon Raid, and finally a Darkness Enchant Scroll will drop when clearing a Black Dragon Raid. Each of the 4 sets of enchant scrolls will offer different options that can be added to your piece of gear. And every enchant scroll also has a grade. There are 4 grades of enchant scrolls: rare, ancient, heroic, and legendary. The higher the grade of enchant scroll, the higher the possible option number. For example, the highest possible crit damage statistic obtainable from a rare frost enchant scroll is 8%, while the highest possible crit damage statistic from an ancient frost scroll would be 14%. But before you jump into a dragon raid, be sure to choose whether you want to do a normal dragon raid or the dragon raid hard mode. A normal dragon raid will drop gear and enchant scrolls up to the ancient grade. However, you will not acquire gear if you clear dragon raid hard mode. Instead, you will have the chance to receive enchant scrolls up to the legendary grade. So, this is my Cecilia. She's a work in progress. Anyway, I'd like to add an additional option to this armor by using an enchant scroll. She has quite a bit of crit damage already, but not enough crit chance. So I think I'll choose a flame enchant scroll for the chance to add a crit statistic. I could use one of my rare or heroic flame enchant scrolls, because I don't have any legendary, but I'll use an ancient scroll to give her a chance to receive a higher statistic of crit than if I were to use the other 2 scrolls. Alright, here we go, Jin! CC resist. That's not what I wanted, so I'm going to try again. Eh? Really? I actually got a crit statistic on the second try. Nice. In the future, if I ever want to try for a higher number than 40, I can use another enchant scroll. But for now, I'm not going to push my luck. And last but not least, let's talk about runes. Runes can also add an additional statistic to your gear. You'll see that runes actually come in different colors: red, blue, or green. Red runes tend to have offensive statistics such as accuracy, penetration, attack, crit, and crit damage. Blue runes, on the other hand, tend to have defense statistics like M and P defense, M and P block, and M and P dodge. Lastly, green runes tend to have regenerative statistics like MP recovery per damage and lifesteal. Runes are specific in that some can be equipped only to weapons in slot 1, some can only be equipped to protective armor in slot 2, and some can only be equipped to secondary gear in slot 3. Please note that runes cannot be attached to items in slots 4, 5, 6, or 7. Much like other items in King's Raid, runes also have grades: common, uncommon, rare, heroic, and ancient. There's also a special type of rune called Valkazar runes, which come with 2 additional options and can be equipped to your choice of weapon, protective armor, or secondary gear. Also, you might see some options when enchanting or on runes or unique treasures that you haven't seen on other gear, so be sure to check out what options are available for use. You can remove runes from an item at any time. Upon removing a rune, you can select either keep rune at the cost of rubies, or you can destroy the rune at no cost. Both runes and enchant scrolls can be obtained from May's shop, guild shops, and participating in other King's Raid content. Well, Raiders, we have learned so much in just 7 episodes, and I am very thankful that you took this journey together with me. But before I go, I'd like to do one last burning question. Last week, I asked my lovely Raiders if you had a unique treasure, what would it be and what would its unique option be? And the winner of episode 6's burning question is... Programmer! Congratulations! Programmer said, I would have a unique treasure called Infinite Blood, which would allow Erze to one-shot her enemies and be immune to all damage and CC. Wow, that sounds like a game-breaking unique treasure, but I think we'd all like one of those, right? There were a lot of other great answers, including Pigeons, who said, a fitting unique treasure for me would likely be a magical drawing tablet, and its unique option would increase the lifesteal of my allies and myself. Now that sounds like a wonderful idea. Are you an artist? I would love to see your work. Lastly, Winner One said, my unique treasure would be a teddy bear like Lavrel's unique weapon. It would boost my overall comfort levels and help me feel safe at night. How sweet, I love that. And now for the final burning question of Season 1 Masterclass. Xanadus can grant a wish to the believers that endure great tribulations to reach her. What would your one wish be and why? Please be sure to leave your answer along with your username, game ID, and server in. Raiders, I am livid. Not only from the awakening attempt earlier, but also because I can't believe that only a few of you noticed that I was missing from the past few episodes. Unbelievable. The rest of you should make it up to me. Well, I thought I'd give you a chance to earn my forgiveness by a little event that I'm going to hold called the King's Raid Master Class Review Event. Let's just call it the review event, okay? I know it's long. All you have to do is leave your thoughts in the comment section below on Masterclass. And if you participate, I'll give you a CM Frey box. And one lucky winner will get a prize of 3 Stones of Infinity. You want to earn my forgiveness, right? But sincerely, your participation in the review event would be much appreciated. You don't have to write a novel or anything like that. It would just be really great to hear your feedback, your thoughts about Masterclass. You can tell us if you learned something new, and if so, what was it? If you would recommend it to your friends, if there's other subjects you would like to see covered in future content, what parts of the game you need help with, just let us know, and we would love to hear from you. The user with the most thoughtful or insightful or helpful review will win a prize of 3 Infinity Stones of Infinity, and everyone who participates will also receive a CM Frey box as a thank you. So if you would do me a favor and participate in the review event, be sure to leave your thoughts in the comment section below along with your username, your game ID, and your server. And yes, you can enter both the review event and the burning question. Well, Raiders, episode 7 does indeed mark the end of season 1 of King's Raid Masterclass. And I want to give a big heartfelt thank you to everyone who liked or shared or watched this series, and to those who participated in the burning question. I really wanted to make content that could help new users, and I'm not sure if it helped anyone, but if it did help even one person in the end, it was well worth it. I remember being a new user myself, so. Anyway, I might not see you guys next week, but I will see you again. And I just wanted to say, mwah, I love you and thank you. Bye, Raiders!